Hey, there's a high fever. Um, no, I don't think it's me. My temperature is normal. I'm okay. But the country, the nation, the United States of America is on high fever of elections and the drama that is unfolding right within the boundaries of America. They are about to cast, to vote, to elect. Out of the two, Kamala Harris, the lady, and DT, yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, those are the two. How come there are only two? I need more choices, man. I like my menu to be all the way to 10. Give me the 10th candidate. I might like what you don't see. I don't have a choice, do I? It's the greatest country in the world. They can only come out with two candidates. Hey, I'm gonna cast my vote, man. Me and my wife, we're gonna go to the library of politics and dig out the dirt and find out, is it DT or KH who deserves to be in that White House? Man, don't get me going. Listen, this country has its greatness. I don't think politics is one of those. I'll say that for any country, including the one I was born in. I would prefer this sometimes, but it's politics, my friend. If you don't like politics, well, you don't like politics. Anyway, I'm not politicizing my platform. This is number 69 of my episode. I'm running away with vote. Guys, listen, sit down, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, and these are your candidates for what they call the World Athletics Awards of 2024. I'll give you what they've elected. The top candidates, the finalists are here. They are saying that they're going to just have two finalists, but they pick a crop. The first top athletes being vetted for this top nomination in what I think for me was the best Olympics that I've witnessed, watched, commentated on, investigated on, and still having a good feeling about it. But here are the candidates for your vote. I think I'll cast my vote on Facebook. I think the deadline is the 27th of October. What are you waiting for? Huh? You know what the deadline looks like. It means it's dead after that. If you're gonna just sit there and be a non-participant, at least just cast your vote. And here are your names to look at. I'll make a case for at least one or two or all of them. So, in the women category, the Women's Track Athlete of the Year, here is one name that speaks a lot about the Olympics this year. Julian Alfred, the St. Lucia Islander woman who made Shakira, who made the sensational American the Flo Jo of 2024 Olympics. What did she take? Third? Did she even medal? I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember the gold went to the island of St. Lucia with Julian Alfred. It was sensational. I remember just standing there, sitting there, gazing there, and says, she deserved it. She says in a small island of what, 80,000? She took it. She's a candidate for the Women's Track Athlete of the Year. The case is for her goes like this. It's a small country. She's been great. She's a champion coming from World Indoor Championship in 60 meters. She showed that in the semis. She delivered on a big stage. She's a candidate for this award that's coming up. So we are looking at 100 meters, and that's it, and maybe indoor 60. So they've just given us that as a what to look for in why we should vote for her. Let me go to Beatrice Chebet, the lady in the zone, the twilight zone. Let me tell you, let me take a bite from my bread that I'm having, okay? Don't feel bad watching me eat. Come on, stop it. You eat, I know you. It doesn't sound good on my mic when I chew, huh? You know the Brits introduced to us a cup of tea? It's the only damn thing they ever left with us, that Kenyans are addicted to drinking tea. To the colonials, cheers. Beatrice Chebet, Kenyan's distance runner, world record holder in 10,000 meters here in Eugene. Sensational race. Made Segei, the Ethiopian, look like, take the back seat. It's my day. She does it in style in Eugene, the mecca of athletics in America. Big stage, I think. It's not enough to break the world record. You got to show up at the Olympics. Beatrice Chebet, how does she do in the Olympics? 2 gold, 10,000 and 5,000 meters. I can even stop here and say, if they don't pick Beatrice Chebet as the Women's Track Athlete of the Year, let me take a bite before I say what I was about to say. If they don't pick her, with what I just told you, world record holder in 10,000, 2 gold medalists in one of the toughest, I believe, events, distance running, 10,000 and 5,000. She had Captain Faith Kipyegon right there on her tail in 5,000. She says no. Segei tried to play the drama queen. She shakes it off and wins gold. Let me not stop there yet. I don't want to be biased. Let it just simmer in your crock pot of thinking. I know you are thinking. I'm thinking. That's Beatrice Chebet. I just came from Juliet Alfred, the St. Lucian woman. Here another woman. Faith Captain Faith Kipyegon. 1,500 meter champion for the Olympics. Broke the world record in the 1,500. She owns that event. We should just call it Captain Faith Kipyegon event. Incredible woman. Those are the 2 things that she's done. Break the world record, gold medal in the same event. Sydney McLogan Levron, USR, 400 meter hurdle champ, 4x4 champ. She had the world record in the 400 meters hurdles. She owns it right now. There's no competition in that event right now when it comes to 400 hurdles. I think Sydney McLogan, she owns that event. But let me see why. Let me see how I'm gonna break down this, that for me there's something I don't want to just ignore. I'll give her the 400 meters hurdles, gold at the Olympics, and the record. I don't think I'm gonna vote her in as a women's track athlete for the 4x4 relay. Because in the 4x4, you don't make it by yourself. It takes an entourage, it takes the teammates. So let's take that out of the equation. Let her stand there on the podium with the 400 hurdles, gold medal, and the record. So she's standing on the same podium as Faith Kipyegon. Just one event. Record, gold medal. I want to get rid of that relay stuff. Making a case here, let's go to Dominican Republic. This is another candidate that is up there running with it. Marilde Paulino, 400 meter champ. 48, I think, was the winning time. Diamond champ. So she's standing alone in an island of Dominican Republic. 400 meters, great woman. She did very well this year. One more. Gabby Thomas of USA, 200 meter champ. I think she had competition, but she delivered. I think she was expected. She doesn't disappoint anybody. She rises to occasion. And then they bag on, they kind of put stuff into why she should be voted. And this is what I start to disagree. 4x1 and then 4x4. This piling on to make her candidate for the Women Athlete of the Year in track doesn't add up for me. Because you are bringing baggage that she didn't do it by herself. So if you want to stand there in the podium as the one athlete, where are the other guys in the relay? So you see what I'm trying to do here is eliminate some of these components they're trying to pile on. Let's just, hopefully the eggs will stick to this and let's see. Because if you look at the other candidates I've just mentioned, they just did one discipline and they were good at it. Either they broke the world record or they got some medal at the Olympics. Those are the women. Can I repeat? Juliet Alfred, Beatrice Chebet, Captain Faith Kipyegon, Sydney McClogan, Lavron, Marilady Paulino, and Gabby Thomas. Top women. You can pick if you want. Let's go to the men category. 2024 Men's Track Athlete of the Year. Rahi Benjamin. 400-meter hurdles. And is a leader, so to speak, in that event this year. Yes, she wins it. He wins it in the Olympics, and he has a leading time in the world this year. This is where I start to struggle with this. I know they are trying to be when you are doing a resume, you have to add something that you are exceptional, you are extraordinary. So what do they add here for him? They say they are champions at 4x4. Yes, it's good at the bottom of your CV. But if I'm looking at your CV as an athlete to vote for you, that is not at the top. So here again, I start to eliminate the relays. For me, it's me, by the way. I'm casting my vote. There we go. So for me, he has 400-meter hurdles. He runs away with it. That's fine. So one event, one discipline. Great. And I think we are talking of gold and having the leading time. I don't know why even they say 400 meters hurdles leader. Okay, there you go. So Grant Holloway, the U.S. dude, the 110 hurdles event, I have to say I would vote for Grant Holloway because of the technicality of the event. And having coached the event myself, is one of the most technically, you have to be very disciplined that event. You've seen it. People can be, I remember a lady by the name of Jojo, an American girl back in the days. He was winning, I don't know which Olympics of World Championship. She was ahead, and then the last hurdle, she lost it and crashed from gold to nothing. So that's a very technical event. I would give Grant, given the fact that he's a champ at the Olympics, he's a world record holder indoor in 60 hurdles. The problem when I go indoor for me quickly, and you can see where I'm going with this, indoor championship, that indoor environment, it has limitations to me. It's not as global as people say it is. Because if you think about Kenya, we don't have indoor facilities. Most people don't. But we have a track. So I think it has a Western bent to it. I'm just trying to dissect too much. Maybe I'm overthinking. But anyway, there you have it, Grant Holloway. I will give him to him because of technicality. Jacob Ingebrigtsen, he's okay. I think he's made enough noise. We know enough about him by now. In fact, there's a story about him and his wife, him and his dad. I think there's a lot of drama in every life anyway, every family. Apparently the dad was abusive to the kids. I don't know. Who knows? I can say that myself too. But it's all over the news. Whatever. So he wins the 5,000 in the Olympics. He's one of the candidates. And again, they are trying to hide. He did a good job in 3,000. The record of 3,000 that I've stand the times for almost 20 years by Daniel Komen from 7:20, I think, to 7:18. That was incredible. I have to give him that. Let me tell you why I overanalyze this thing to my own demise sometimes. 3,000 meters is an event that in indoor, they do that 3,000 thing. Outdoor is not really part of this. You don't hear 3,000 meters in Olympics. You don't hear 3,000 meters in World Championship. It's an exceptional event. It has a uniqueness, like 1,000 meters. Or you hear people running the mile. They have the world record. It's not part of the big paradigm or the big athletic world, the big stage. So it has a uniqueness to it. I mean, we celebrate it. But to stick it here in this track event, track and field nomination, coming from Olympics all the way to now and sticking that 3,000, to me, I'll take it away just for now. And then we go to Noah Lyles, 100-meter champ. He got bronze in the 200. So to me, Noah Lyles, he was here with the gold, and then everything is down. So it just has one event for me. Then we have Letsile Tobogo, 200-meter champ, and he's a leader in the 200 because of the points. I think that's the issue of the leader, And again, I would give Tobago the fact that it's from a small country, not a sprinting country, but they've come a long way. I made that case for the renaissance of sprinting world in Africa during the Olympics. If you watch some of my episodes, and I think it's true. I think maybe if anybody who is a sprinter has to run away with this, maybe we can say, let's award this where it's been kind of, there's been not much going on as much as far as sprinting is concerned. Maybe that could be a vote. But 200 meters, let me tell you something. When it comes to Olympics, there's what we call mega show. 100 meters is a big event in Olympics. Usain Bolt, when he step on the track, when Shakira step on the track, is it Shakira? Shari? Whatever, thumbs on that lady, the lady who is, when she steps on the track, people want to watch that. There's something about it. So when you say 200 meters, it's almost like there's not that much of a hype. But it's a good thing when people win. But I'm just trying to compare the attraction and the event that really matters. To say you won gold in this, then you deserve that. Maybe even when you talk of Noah Lyles and you compare Tobago in the 200 and the 100, I'll go to Noah Lyles when it comes to sprinting, because 100 meters is the definition of sprinting for me. So anyway, I'm done Botswana with Tobago. Let me go. Let me go to my bias. I have a bias, and trust me, everybody has one. 800 meters to me is the most, I would say, is a discipline that people have no idea how it works out. I think most people just watch people going around the track twice. But Emmanuel Wanyonyi this year revolutionized, to me, how a young man from Mount Elgon ran five 141s in 800 meters. And he ran 141.7 in high altitude Nairobi. 141.7 in Nairobi could be even world record. I'm not making that up, because the altitude effect on that athlete can be put into analyzing what he accomplished. Not only does he do that, he does it 5 times. He was consistent. He made people watch the event. I think he became the face of track and field to a certain extent, because even the commentators were at awe when it came to 800 meters. The rivalry between him and the Canadian Marco Arab, how he owned him, so to speak, how he comebacks on him. It was one of those events you watch and you realize 800 meters. And if you watch my last episode, I was making a case for 800 meters being the discipline event in track and field of the year. And I don't know how hard I'm going to go at it. But Wanyonyi has been nominated as one of the finalists in this year. And then he wins the Diamond League. And he wins it in a very sensational way, where he seems to disappear, then he comes back on Marco Rob and wins it. The consistency, the revolutionized way that he has taken 800 to that level, and the final, where we have made a case in the last episode, where I'm talking about the top 4 athletes to run 141 in the final in 800 meters, is unprecedented. Never before have we had such a depth of quality. So, whom do you think I'm voting for? before I say that, let me take another bite. Watch this vote. I made a case for Beatrice Chebet, and I'm not backing down. It's about time we recognize that what she did is unique. Let me tell you something. If Stefan Hassan was here, I would nominate her. I don't know even why she's not here. I know she won marathon, and she ran almost 64 miles during Olympics. She raced in the 15, the 5, the 10, and the marathon. The reason she's not here is because the world, and maybe the Western world, doesn't have a lot of respect sometimes for distance running. And I'm going to go very hard with my vote and crash the voting booth with the vote. Beatrice Chebet, the woman who runs in the zone. 5,000 meters gold medalist, 10,000 meter gold medalist in the Olympics, and world record holder, hands down. You can go through all the people I've mentioned, even Faith, even Gabby, Sydney. You can start talking about those. Nobody. I think she's at the podium by herself right now. She has 3 things going for her. Why do you think I'm gonna go that way? What do you think I'm gonna do with a man? Of course, I'm going to the mountain of Mount Elgon with Emmanuel Wanyonyi. Why? Because this year is a year of 800 meters. And Emmanuel Wanyonyi is at the top by himself. I just voted. I voted for Beatrice Chebet as the Women Athlete of the Year. And I'm voting for Emmanuel Wanyonyi as the man category. Okay? Hands down. You cast your vote down at the comments. Just cast your vote. You've been following me. You can go back. You have time. I think the weekend is coming. Just watch all that before the 27th. Cast your vote. Let me have your vote. I'll find a way to have it. I don't know where this vote is going. They say Facebook, you can vote on Facebook and all that stuff on Instagram. Okay? The voting closes on the 27th. So I just cast my vote right now, and I'll follow up with that. That was episode number 69. What was it again all about? It was finding the nominees and trying to dissect why we should vote this or another. I got my candidates, my 2 candidates, Beatrice Chebet on the women category and Emmanuel Wanyonyi. Is it a Kenyan event? Is it a Kenyan bias? No. You can look at what they did. No, I'm not biased. I'm not. It was fun talking to you.